Hey, double injured here, 53, Graesark Undercity blue team. We've got two Inquisitors. First up is 2Booty with the Armageddon Steel Legion elite scheme, and Lomors. These ladies focus on offense and control with a little bit of support about them, begin in melee combat but can get ranged weapons. Alongside here, the great Cornholio with a Chaos Sorcerer offensive hero that can manipulate the battlefield. Powerful spellcaster, but he can get stuck into melee too. Red team here, Vrohk is a Farseer support commander that fights in melee combat. Powerful buffs, debuffs, and control abilities. Alongside Dog is a Kommando Nob infiltrating hero that shoots you, stabs you, and blows you up. Orky style begins ranged combat with a twin link shooter fighting the Sorcerer in the mid. And rounding us off here, LOCALgHOST is a force commander, very good offense, fights in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt, and support with buffs. This is the Blood Ravens facing off against the Inquisitors, so most likely going to see a Holy Brazier down here. Lomors not getting a second Guardsman squad, maybe straight into some Catechans. Vrohk expects at least one Shuriken up here against Imperial Guard, maybe Shuriken into Rangers, or a late Banshees out in tier 1 can really screw with your opponent, so maybe some of that. She can't cap though right now, the Farseer. Some infiltrating Sorcerer goodness with the Tzeentch worship. And here comes some Heretics. Should be able to win this engagement with double Heretics, because the Commando, by the look of his energy, has already used the stun bomb. Yeah, Slugger's in trouble, needs to get away. Stick bombs on the way now for the Commando. Going to see some explodey action, and with double Heretics, that could be incredibly painful. Going to see at least one aspiring champion though from Cornholio for sure. Yeah, there he is to spot that Commando. Inquisitor again, stuck into some tactical marines, eating a special attack and then a stomp. These guys takes out a model too. Must have given her a chunk of XP. Yeah, there you see it. Another special. Does have a plasma pistol, but her starting weapon is just regular melee. But here comes a Holy Brazier, giving her a power melee weapon and the awesome Holy Pyre, which we'll see. Damage over time in an area and a nice debuff. Great way to area denial in a team game. Scout trying to hang out behind heavy cover, not going to work out for him. Needless drop of a model there from LOCALgHOST. Big shooters up for these shooter boys. We're going to see a Nob leader on one of these guys too to help spot the infiltrated Sorcerer stuff. Pushed a little bit far up here, I think. Cornholio meets the two players, keeps the Heretics in play with only 5 models, but the others have to get out of there. I think they ran into these sluggers here, the other Heretics. Yep. Double Rangers for Vrohk, really? I think the Sorcerer, this Inquisitor up here is going to be causing a lot of trouble for Vrohk. No way to suppress her. I guess guide on the Dire Avengers and focusing everything on her will get her off the field pretty quickly, but she can then get Rosarius or the Inquisitorial Mandate in tier 2. There's that Kinetic Pulse, that's also a good tool to use. Pathfinder gear allows these guys to deploy hollow fields, set up some ambushes, that kind of thing. Guide put down on those Dire Avengers. Farseer is pretty low, she's still hanging out. Rangers should have been targeted a little bit earlier there, I think, by 2Booty. Hammer of the Witches, I think she had to retreat before she could get it off. I think she was targeting the Farseer, that's why. Devastators up here for LOCALgHOST and some more scouts. And why not? Scouts can do some work, especially on maps like this, where you have a little bit of room to flank on both sides. You can flank from here, or from the top, or the mid rather, I guess. Some more Tzeentch worship and Havoc's up for Cornholio. What do we see on the Sorcerer? Anything? We do see Sword of Flame and Vestments of the Warp, very popular combo, giving you some direct damage, a defensive buff, and a teleport. Lots of Daka though. Commando with a stun bomb. Doesn't have the energy to follow it up with stick bombs though. Inquisitor's going to do some work with the Holy Pyre, but the Sorcerer's going to get shot to death. There's that Holy Pyre going off, causing these guys to do less damage and also doing some damage over time. Sorcerer, oh, instantly rebought by Cornholio. Sorcerer's not patient, it turns out. Sluggers get a nice flank here on the Havocs, using their Warp. Gonna eat a stomp though. Heretics also there to help out, and they are dealt with. But nice idea by Dog. Tier 2 for 2Booty. Gonna see an early Chimera, I guess. Some early Ogryns could do some serious work at the top there, I think. Eat a couple of kinetic pulses maybe, but that allows the Inquisitor to then get in unopposed, and then the Ogryns will get right back up against and then kind of just walk through all that piercing damage, really. Catachans are up. There's their smoke bomb. But those Havocs, even with the smoke bomb, could not stay in play. Storm Boys now on the field for Dog. Power melee squad going for the Catachans. Instantly forced off. There's Coruscating Flame on those allied Catachans from the Sorcerer. So they're getting shot to pieces here. It does give you... I'm not sure if it does give you damage resistance. Does it? Or is it just the flame damage? I thought it gave you damage resistance. Oh, wow. Sorcerer gets in and takes out these Devastators. Big loss for LOCALgHOST as he goes tier 2. Chimera is on the way for 2Booty. Nobody able to really push through on this side, but we might see the blue team do it now. Those Marines went down. This drop pod wouldn't have saved them anyway, because the drop pod that delivers Marines does not reinforce nearby squads on arrival. So that was just a big misplay from LOCALgHOST, losing those guys there. It happens. You lose track of things for a second, even if it looks so obvious to us. There's Hammer of the Witches on the Commando, might be getting him off the field. Red team is still here. Blue team weren't able to push through despite the losses to Red. Took down Marines, took down Devastators, and they're still here. Gonna run into these this heavy bolter though. LOCALgHOST spotted it quicker, was able to get back and keep the Marines in play. And look at the difference it would have made if those shooters backed off there as soon as they saw it. They'd still be in play and able to contest the mid a lot better. Preserving your units is important, but keeping your guys on the field where they can contest points and cap them and fight is also pretty damn important. So very delicate balance and comes with experience. Whirlwind on the way for LOCALgHOST in tier 2. Could do some serious work at the bottom, that's for sure. Might see a Chaos Dreadnought from Cornholio. He seems to like getting them out in tier 2 and using Sorcerer shenanigans to keep them alive. Namely the warp ability to get them out of trouble. Power Bash here from the blue team. We got Commissars up for the Guardsmen, taking up to 12 models, allowing them to reinforce 3 at a time. And the Commissar himself is pretty good in combat. Can break retreats as well by shooting one of them. Chimera there to reinforce though. Rangers, not sure they are really trading efficiently with these Guardsmen here. Doom is up from the Farseer. Getting some Wraith Guard now as expected. We also have some Stick Bombers from Dog. Another fun unit full of explosions. Storm Boys have their Nob Leader, also now getting improved rocket packs. Boom! Nice hit on those Heretics, following it up with some melee attacks of their own, but Sentinel stomping in there. Didn't actually even need to use the stomp. Now getting its missile launcher up. There's a stomp, nicely done on the Stick Bombers. Oh, might be able to get on the Whirlwind here with that missile launcher. It's chasing. Cracked missiles, good damage to vehicles. Are we going to see a shot? Maybe not. Wraith Guard there, Sentinel backing away. Lomors has used him well so far, that Sentinel. Oh, look at that. Force Commander with Chainsaw and Storm Shield and Sacred Standard. Not sure why LOCALgHOST has come all the way up here though. Completely conceding the bottom now, the red team. Getting their VP capped and their power bashed by the Sentinel. Using those cracked missiles, there they are. Sluggers coming in, and there's a stomp. Easily dealt with, really. Warp Spiders now for Vrohk. Has a Haywire Grenade on the way with the aspect to the Sentinel. Sorry, the Chimera might be in trouble. a Haywire and a couple of volleys from the Wraith Guard with guide buff, and maybe even Doom on the Chimera, and it's not going to last very long. But look at this, the Inquisitor's there to tie them up, but because Vrohk does not have a shuriken cannon, no obvious way to control the Inquisitor other than just shoot her a lot, she's able to get in there. You might see Doom on her a hell of a lot to get her off the field quickly. She's got Rosarius and now the Holy Brazier. Multi-laser turrets up here. Wraithguard making short work of them. It used to be that you saw these things pretty much every opening engagement for Imperial Guard. The Guardsman would cap something and then start building a turret. Special shooter for the Commando. It's an Orky shotgun, which is every bit of fun as it sounds. Also sneaky infiltration kit. Blue team forced to abandon holding this VP here. Chaos Dreadnought is up for Cornholio. Default auto cannon on it. Good damage to all targets. Small area of effect. Can get some marks, giving it some other weapons too. Maybe we'll see one. Needs Guardsmen reinforcing, barely. And Inquisitor again able to get in on the Wraith Guard pretty easily here. Pretty easily. And force them off. Need a way to protect your Wraith Guard if you're going to get them. I feel like. Warp Spiders should be able to help prevent this power bash. Plasma guns up for the Guardsmen. Able to easily reinforce off this damage. Chimera behind the shot blocker there. What's this? We have a Kommando Nob decapping. Very sneaky. Orks pushing through bottom. Red team coming back into it maybe. They had lost a big chunk of the map. Sorcerer up to level 3. Plasma cannon for LOCALgHOST. Do you have armor yet, Mr. Force Commander? You do have the Artificer. Getting some power bashing as well. Looks like the Manticore of 2Booty was taken down by the Tactical Marines with the Sacred Standard buff. Wouldn't have lasted long. He's also got the awesome 40 Emperor as well from his global bar, which can help take down vehicles with big burst damage. Dreadnought taking a lot of damage. Down to half hit points. Scouts might be able to get a tasty grenade on this Guardsman. There it is. They should be okay. But there's a Psychic Storm. Farseer's rune armor up. Tier 3 now for Dog. Tier 3 for 2Booty. Looking for the Lehman Russ, I guess. Got a long way to go saving up for it though. It's like 575 requisition I think these days. 135 power I think. It's an expensive tank, but a pretty damn good one. Librarian on the field for LOCALgHOST can support this plasma cannon with Veil of Time, since he starts with it these days. And throw out smites, of course. Maybe catch these catechins bunched up, as they like to do. Manticore now up for Lomors. Very long range artillery unit. You have to manually target each missile, but it can be devastating. Especially if you get short range shots up. Little shot blocker here to protect it, but now it's backing away. Could get some nasty short range shots protecting this VP here. There is room for it to maneuver on this map. 2 to uncat. There's that smite and some stick bombs. Nasty combo if it landed. But catechins run away. Can they hold that VP though? This power got completely bashed. 480 to 141. The Tzeentch Shrine in a very aggressive position, shooting out those Doom Bolts, being worshipped by these heretics, so it shoots out those bolts way more often. Look at that. Not able to push against it. Who needs a turret? Let's get a shrine to Tzeentch up. Plasma cannon turns to face these guardsmen here. Don't think it's going to get a shot on the Chimera though. LOCALgHOST, I think, needs to get some anti-vehicle up. Losing those tactical marines at some point. Not sure when those guys went down. It might have been up here. I see some bodies here. Yeah, look at that. Uh-oh. Doom on the Dreadnought with Haywire just gone off. But the Wraith Guard being tied up again. This time by the Sorcerer. Couldn't get shots off on the... Wow, there we go. Moves out of them. Now trying to force melee combat on the Wraith Guard. They were not able to get shots off with the Haywire in effect, which made a big difference, of course. There's the Psychic Storm almost taking out those heretics and forcing the Havocs off. Now they can take down that shrine, but it did some work for them. What is this? Is that the Circle of Summoning thing? Oh, it's Terminators up for Great Cornholio here. Down goes the Farseer. Combi Bolters and Power Fists for these guys. Can also get some really nice weapon upgrades. Lightning Claws and a Repel Autocannon. Manticore gonna be okay. Yep, Sluggers can't get on it. There's some Commandos. Kommando Nob does have a rocket launcher. Back in retail, the Kommando Nob had a huge chopper for some reason. Much better fit with the rocket launcher. Manticore has run the hell away for now. And Catachans are chasing those fellas, and Catachans are a detector unit. Inquisitor putting her Holy Pyre down to fight these Orks. Shooter Boy is just hanging around inside it for a while. Storm Boy is wanting to fight her. Oh, wow. Hello and welcome to Lehman Rusttown. Just took out a whole bunch of Orks, taking down those Shooter Boys. No, they got away. They got away. Lehman Rust starting with that big, I guess it's just a battle cannon or something. And 1,200 hit points. Kicking off top. Haywire Grenade doing the work on a Dreadnought and getting shots in as a Plasma Cannon shot. And some Wraith Guard doing their work. Sorcerer getting in. Big heal from the Farseer's Spirit Stones. More Shrines. Oh, Rocket Run. 47650. Red team with very little VPs to work with here. Local Ghost needs to get something on the field. Saving for what? Oh, a tank on the way. Maybe thought they were saving up for some Terminators of their own. But it's a Predator tank. It's a decent map for tanks. Graesark Undercity. What is this? It's Assault Terminators too. Okay, I guess he decided to go for the Terminators in the end. Got the red that they needed, I suppose, maybe. Human Rush shooting that front-mounted las cannon. Not going to do a lot against infantry. Helping to see off the Orks. Does the Commando? Yep, Commando has his rocket launcher. Very powerful anti-vehicle weapon. Need to get tier 3 to use this thing. And, yeah. Get on rear armor with that thing. A vehicle's not going to last long. Nob squad on the way for Dog also to pressure those tanks. Well, tank, there's only one of them. Kassakin on the field for Lomors. Manticore strike. Lomors bring the... Yeah, Manticore's up here, look at this. Wraith Guard level 2 getting shots on the Terminators. They have Doom on them. Repel Autocannon is up. Here comes some Assault Terminators getting in on this Dreadnought. Dreadnought won't last long against their Thunderhammers. Does not have melee resistance. And yeah, look at that. Just ripped through it pretty quickly. Cornholio doesn't save it. That's because the Sorcerer's right here. So it would have just teleported it to the unconscious Sorcerer over there. Not really saved it from anything. 388, 50, 2-1 for the red team. They're holding on. Contesting the bottom pretty well and have this northeast VP. Terminator's taking so much damage here. Might see Cornholio get some Chaos Space Marines up with Marco Tzeentch. Tome of Subjugation as well. Great tool to use against Terminators as well as Robes of Torment. It's got a lot of tools to use against Wow, does he even need to? Does he even need to? These guys are going to go down right here. 64 hit points on these fellas. Chased by Chaos Terminators. Down they go. Doesn't need any of that stuff. Local Ghost really overextending those Terminators. Should have teleported out ages ago. What were they chasing specifically? I wasn't even paying attention, to be honest. Took down a dreadnought. Should have got out after that, I think. Must have been chasing something. Baneblade on the way for 2Booty. LOCALgHOST needs to respond. Get some Devastators up, buddy. Could get double Devastators with las cannons up here, and that would help a great deal against these vehicles. Going for a tank. Predator tank with las cannons would do some nice anti-vehicle. Kasrkin here with grenade launchers. Might help disrupt this Nob squad, which are now waiting on your VP. Stun bomb. Don't think they're going to follow it in. They're just going to hold the VP there. Force commander's unconscious, which means his sacred standard now buffs for even more. Shrine taken care of. There's a bunker. Manticore strike. Fire prism definitely wants to dodge that thing. There's that circle of summoning thing. Spitting out bloodletters will also allow you to reinforce your units around it if you're close enough. 257 50. Chaos Terminator's coming in. Power Fist hits, and the auto cannon also doing some work. Farseer can't suppress them with the Psychic Storm, and down goes a Fire Prism, and then they are teleported out by the Sorcerer. Knew he had that available, so know he could risk the Chaos Terminators there. Nicely done. 223 to 50, double cap for the red team as they hold on to these 50 VPs. Look at this, Orks pushing through. Nob squad, as usual, making a big difference in these engagements. Lomors does have suppression, does have some knockback, but not sure he has the actual damage to force them off the field. It's tough. Fighting Nobs isn't easy, even if there's just one of them, and there's one of you. Predator tank being chased. LOCALgHOST in this game struggling to preserve their stuff. Happens to everyone. 171.50. Still holding on to those VPs. Now they have both the naturals. Might not last forever though, because Cornholio's going to come down here at some point, I think. Here's a Baneblade from 2Booty. Nob squad are pretty bad news for a Baneblade. It doesn't like powerful heavy melee squads. Who does? But a big slow moving vehicle is especially vulnerable to that kind of thing. This rocket launcher also bad news. You saw him fling himself with his grappling hook trying to get onto the rear of the Baneblade. Farseer moving into these guardsmen level 5. Trying to tie him up. Those guys seem to be able to get shots off though. There's Doom on them. Not sure if that was the best usage of Doom. Could have saved it for a later fight. Those guys breaking their retreat with some routine execution. That was right in the crosshairs, I think, the Kommando. Are they going to get away? Demolisher cannon misses from the Baneblade. 118.50. Push top, says Dog. Eldar needs to go back up there though. Here's a D cannon on the field. Haywire on the Baneblade. Nothing really there to follow it up though. And now those guys in retreat. 109.50. 1-to-1 cap. But blue team will get a natural back. Can red team get back on the northeast now? Land Raider Redeemer on the way for LOCALgHOST. And that could be a big deal if you can get up here in time. Those things take forever to produce though. It's like 75-second build time, I think, on Land Raiders, which is an eternity in Dawn of War 2. You can lose your whole army twice over in 75 seconds. There's that Singularity. It will pull the Terminators in. Big damage on the Storm Boys. Level 3, doesn't want to lose them. Almost destroyed by their own allied singularity there. Down goes the Predator tank. Force Squadron trying to get in on this VP now. Putting up his defend. Trying to hold out. And up goes, oh, Iron Halo. Gets the decap. I hear an Eldritch Storm. Oh, it's over there. What? I don't understand that at all. Why would you Eldritch Storm a shrine when there's a Baneblade here and loads of vehicles? Very strange choice from Vrohk. I guess they were just trying to get the cap there because only 14 VPs remaining. Now 13. It's so close. But blue team looking pretty strong here with local ghost losses. Land Raider is up. 8 VPs. I think they have this now. Looted tank bottom, but they're gonna run out of time. Oh wow, they're not. Scouts getting a decap here. They have delayed the end. And now Nob Squad getting a decap bottom. I've spoken too soon, as happens many times. These guys using their frenzy to tank some damage. Sluggers now getting in on the Kasrkin. Manticore strike though. Dodged by the tank. Sluggers almost wiping out some guardsmen. I think the Kasrkin... Oh, that's a Kasrkin sergeant. Barely escaping. Uh-oh, Leman Russ on the rear armor of the looted tank. This Nob Squad should be capping or doing something. More Leman Russ action. This one with an Executioner. Red team very, very depleted. You'll often see armies get decimated end game when players are much more desperate trying to get caps. Nob Squad are forced to retreat. Inquisitor taking the time to revive before capping. There we go. Blue team should now have this. But red team put up a hell of a fight despite local ghost losses. Land Raider now trying to get into the face of this stuff. Eldritch misses the vehicles. In fact, hit the allied Land Raider. Not the greatest Eldritch Storms. Did hit the Baneblade as well. Fire Prism now getting shots. Red team are going to get a 2-1 here. I keep saying this game is over. It's not over. There's the 2-1 for red. Somehow, still in this game. I feel like Terminators could have just gone in there and capped. Or maybe not. They're down to 1 model, reinforcing off the bunker now. What is this? Oh, some Assault Terminators getting on the Baneblade. Rear armor hits. Land Raider is still around. Uh-oh. Eating Manticore strikes, though. He's going to lose it. He's going to lose it. 79-1. Land Raider lives with 19 hit points. But there's the Chaos Terminus to finish it off. Now a rocket run. Nob Squad thrown around, but it'll be okay. Leman Russ goes down. Chimera goes down. Red team not out of this. 2Booty has lost a lot of stuff. Amazing. Down goes another Leman Russ. Fire Prism sniping it there. 60 VPs remaining for blue team. If red team win this, it's like comeback of the year. I thought they were well out of it. Local Ghost losing a Land Raider is a big blow. If you could have just preserved it up here, pulled it back after that little push that it did. That push was required, but after that, get it out of there. Lightning Claws on the Assault Terminators now. Going in. Oh wow, and Doom on these Chaos Terminators. They're not going to last long. Seer Council getting in there too. That was a scary amount of power melee DPS going on. 49-1. Manticore Strike killing a Assault Terminator, but they're still there to cap. Seer Council trying to help save the Fire Prism. Does it live? It lives. 38 hit points, and now this Leman Russ is in trouble. Seer Council's power melee, not ideal, but that's a plasma cannon shot, and down it goes. Wow. There's the 2-1 for red again. What's going on here? Hammer of the Witches. But here come a Seer Council. Purgatus helping to slow them down, but here they are back in your face. Heretics can't hold against that, even at level 4. It's still a 2-1 for red. They might win this game. I can't believe it. I thought this game was over 7 minutes ago, whenever it was. Amazing work by red team to hold on here. He's going to lose these assault terminators though. Local Ghost. Pretty sure they're going to, yeah, down they go. Auto cannon from the bunker getting hits. But Nob squad is still there. 2Booty down to a single guardsman squad. And the 2-1 continue to tick. What is this? Inquisitor going for a cap. With some stormtroopers called in. Bomber boys, storm boys need to jump in. There's another bomber boys. All you need to do is jump in, fellas. Don't sacrifice your models. Just jump in and hit stuff. Tactical Marines dropped here too. 7-1. Inquisitor trying to get this cap. Might do so. And that would be it. All she needs to do is finish that cap for a second. Down she goes though. The cap is still going. There it is. And they do get the win in the end, the blue team. What a nail biter. What a nail biter. Able to hold on despite local ghosts. Insane losses. Just crazy. Like double tactical marines, various devastator squads, double assault terminators, land raid redeemer, at least one tank. All dropped for local ghosts, but they kept on fighting and kept on pushing the northeast when it was needed. Level 8 Commander had a level 8 Farseer, had a level 9 Force Commander. Level 8 Inquisitor 2, and Lomors was only level 3 somehow. Level 8 Chaos Sorcerer. Absolutely frantic finish. Almost an epic comeback. 7 VPs remaining for blue team. There you have it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.